both sides. There is a little bit new pick is coming on, like out of the box. We are watching Ixia, which is another good marksman. I do love playing Ixia whenever I just play rank alone, or maybe whenever I just play with my friends. I do love picking Ixia until I ban down Granger, because Granger is a pure counter of Ixia. You can't mess up with his range, and Granger's capability is far enough to counter Ixia. All right, so let's see which team has the very last life. Okay, so there's a technical pause is going on. So there's a technical pause. So what do you think, Sudan? Like picking up Ixia would change anything in their strategy? What is your opinion with that?
Usually, when we see Exia, we could see some frontliners who could, engage the players on inside her full barrage, or else she will not be able to dish out much damage during her ultimate full barrage. But then in this situation in this game, they are going they went for Kaza pick once again for the pick of composition where the reaction have to be very quick. Yeah, obviously the base damage of Ixia is really great. Is the base damage for the opponent heroes isn't toned down during the last patch, so I guess she would still be viable. And yeah, she wasn't played in Fighter Emblem. She was played in marksman emblem on the last pass, and even in this pass, her the marksman emblem was a little bit buffed, I would say, because the physical penetration have been added in the marksman emblem. So let's see if they like the last game, maybe they might be able to pull something up in this game. Yeah, the rest of the picks is great, I would say, because they have the peak of comp, they have some huge CC, they have some players to dive into the backline of Sad Eclipse too. But altogether, yeah, they still say that Sad Eclipse have a great draft this time too.
All right, that was a good explanation by Sudin Rai. And there's something going on in the mid lane, so Demon Flakes might be in trouble, but no. With the second skill, not only he just got the, like the mobility, but also it gives him a huge shield. All right, so there will be a stash from Baraz. The Tona is there in the land of Dawn, and big enough to swallow anyone. He could eat up anyone with his big mouth. And Turtle has been spawned in the land of Dawn, and now the question is which team will secure the first turtle?
Oh, real world manipulation already up there. Demon Flakes will be the one to secure the first ever kill, and that too against Usatsuki, the jungler of DEFAME. So obviously Sad Eclipse will be the one to secure the first ever turtle of this game. Even Destroyer is joining the turtle pit to make Cypher even more comfortable. And maybe another fight on the mid lane. Yamazaki was severely injured over there. He's still being chased by Demon Flakes. Demon Flakes over there to make some pressure on the jungle against DEFAME.
Yes, and here we go. There's a flicker. Loki will just try to execute his Thunder Fist with a damaged one, and here we go. Not enough to secure Destroyer. But I guess he might be in trouble because Elise is, enough to take down Loki, and that is what happened. Like, you were so desperate to unlock the Thunder Fist, but you just forget you were messing with
Yeah.
the Basil Queen with the good sustain and the slow damage. It's hard.
Obviously, and obviously Loki, he messed up with his flicker in the very beginning of that fight, so there was no any going back. He either had to outplay against Destroyer or to be dead. Well, that was the first 3 minutes of the game, and we could already see 1,000 worth of gold difference. Okay, that is still not that great, but for the fourth minute of the game, I think that's something huge.
Yep. And all right, so here, so Yamazaki is already there, and Ruhan just realized Kaji is on his way. Especially the rest of the team will be also here, and yeah, the four-man is already in the top lane. Just they will to give a gang to Ruhan. And okay, so there's the invasion is going on in the blue buff. So Yamazaki will try to figure out something with the airstrike to secure the buff, but I guess it was taken by Cypher. He's
It
invaded
was
and taken down.
1v1 between Ruhan and Vaka, but okay, that didn't continue long. Yamazaki is still trying to give some space, trying to give some vision for that turtle, but then they are already very behind on that goal. Loki already chipped down very low. I don't think they'll be able to contest anymore, but still they are trying their best. Okay, Destroyer is going into the back lane. There's the Wrath of Phoenix. Oh, sorry, that was the. Okay, full barrage coming up, and Destroyer will be the one to take King the kill against Loki. Usatsuki will fall to Destroyer low SP, but they
Oh,
consistent
the
of the
divine shift.
turtle, and yeah, they managed to take down the turtle. They managed to take down two of the players of DEFAME and Shadow Eclipse. Obviously, they have managed to get very much profit on this battle.
Yep, that was a false team fight has been taken down by Team Defem. Not only they just lost the turtle, but also they lost two of their comrades, and it was a false team fight. Electrifying bits once again. Cypher just trying to soak up some damage with the airstrike, and Daytona's welcome to escape from that. And yes, he did. Like there is still 0 kills from the defense side. Frag. Loki just
Loki.
used his ultimate to escape.
Yeah, that was forced out, and if Shadow Eclipse will force out a fight once again, they might have an upper hand for that fight, that particular fight. But will that be the case? Because Defame, obviously, without a person, without a player with his ultimate on cooldown, they might be obviously trying to keep some distance against the Shadow Eclipse. There is still 40 seconds left for another turtle to spawn in the Land of Dawn. Okay, nice positioning, obviously, from Defame there. But Shadow Eclipse, there's Ruhan, who is being very cautious about the players not being visible on the map, obviously.
Yes, and that being said, and Yamazaki so desperate to corner, especially their, I mean, Ruhan and in the mid lane, there will be something going on. They'll definitely try to push the mid lane, but in here, Yamazaki will give a huge try to take down Ruhan. All right, so here will be a fixed crack.
And
Okay,
he's
that was I know, like they just didn't show any
oh,
intent.
off camera, Arasi will fall to the hand of Cypher. And once again, they will be having a great advantage in this turtle fight. In fact, they didn't even try to contest the turtle. And they are going for some invasion. They are going for mid lane tier 1 to raid, where Utsutsuki, he is still busy taking his purple buff.
Yes, and he was so busy with taking down the purple buff because it was quite necessary for Assassin. And Cypher took the red one, just keep invading in the jungle, taking down every single stuff they have. Alright, so here we go, the Feather Airstrike, and here we go, they will create some momentum here. Destroyer seeing the kill of Yamazaki. Usagi has been taken down as well. Loki in the meantime. Alright, 2 heroes left. Too late. I'm just wondering to have, a flame shot right now.
Okay, I'm offended. Maybe his Void Crystal was on cooldown, or else the rains could suffice for to secure the kill, I guess. Or maybe we are on the very top view from the camera, so maybe that seemed so. But anyways, they didn't manage to secure those two players who were very low on HP. But then they didn't lose anything. They didn't lose anything. They still have 5 or 6,000 worth of gold lead, and they might still be able to secure the Lord without any contest.
Yes, and speaking of itemization right now, let's speak about it. So okay, so before that, there's a divine judgment, isolated a demon flags, and this paid off very nicely. That was unnecessary, like
Loki. Oh,
unnecessary
he was
vision.
still trying to chase, but will get punished for that full barrage against two of the players, but the damage isn't enough to melt down the players. There's a Throne of Ruin once again by Destroyer, but there were no one where he could land on to. But yeah, obviously two of the players have already been taken down, invading some jungles, taking some minions, and yeah, obviously they'll be having the feast on that Lord. Rasi though, he is still trying, even when he is a maze. Like the maze, most of the mazes SP has been toned down. Most of the mazes are very squishy right at the moment, but it's still, she has that guts. I mean, that's a player who is male probably, but yeah, sometimes I would like to call she or her towards female character inside the game.
Well, and the Shadow Eclipse, they're securing the neutral objective, taking down the TR2 from the bot lane. And there's a better airstrike once again, try to isolate some of the heroes. Full barrage, taking down by I'm offended, and also so Demon Flakes. The electrifying bits was not enough to take down Wuhan, and the speedy light will was too much to take for the Defame.
But still, that wasn't enough to take down Loki, though. Yeah, that was a really great try from Ruhan. He was forced to use the flicker defensively. Anyways, Ruhan is rotating towards the top lane. He's trying to go for the top lane in tier 2 turret. There's another feather they strike with flicker too, but the damage wasn't enough to take down Ruhan. I mean, Ruhan, he was rotating, he was, dealing damage towards the minions and scrapes, and he, even though was on low HP while rotating towards the top lane, he was already with half of the HP recovered already.
Yes. Wuhan is everywhere. You can get him wherever you want. All right, so right now let's have a look on the itemization so that we could speak about some items. Anyways, so starting things up with the Lichu, there is a Sea Halberd combined with a Corrosion Scythe and Sky Piercer, but not enough stacks, I guess.
Oh, once again, another separation. There's feather they strike, but no much damage. 4 of the players were trapped into that Throne of Ruin. 4 members stunned, but there were no one to follow up the damage against the player of Defame. Now they're trying to force down the Holy Defense from the mid lane, but yeah, obviously Team Defame, they are still trying to defend the Holy Defense of all of the lanes, but there's the 12th minute of the mark where Holy Defense will disappear.
Yes, and they have lost already 3 of their TR1 and TR2 towers, and if we just talk about the neutral objectives, Shadow Eclipse, there's a quite far in this way. So right now, let's have a look on the itemization once again. So I was about to explain the Shadow Eclipse side, starting things up with Carry. There's a Trinity coming on, and Eve with Wishing Lanterns and Divine Glaive, and there is a glowing one, which could easily penetrate anyone, any armor from the side of Team Defame. And once again, there's invasion, and Ususaki literally missing his every single blue buff. So, strategically, it was a great strategy for Shadow Eclipse side. But there's a White Crystal to get some vision for his team. Okay, they're putting their hands on the Lord, and I guess it'll be a little bit tough for Team Shadow Eclipse to secure it down. But so Demon Flex, he is just trying to get all necessary vision for his team, and without any kind of interruption, the Lord has been taken down by the Shadow Eclipse side, and that definitely is a 30 minutes Lord, So this Lord could be a little bit more for Team Defame. And I guess, like I have mentioned a couple of times, so then like whenever Osaki is just trying to play some assassin, some way or somehow he is just getting back. Instead of going forward, whenever there's assassin in his hand, he is just not becoming that much comfortable. Like
Yeah.
he just used to with like fighters. He's just not much that used to on having assassin. I guess maybe their strategy are forcing him to go for assassin, and maybe it could be like this. All right, so Joy is a meta, so you must have to go for a Joy or something like that. Assassin like Lancelot is good, Benedetta is good, Hayabusa is also could be a very good option as well. Maybe their strategy is saying something like that. But whatever, like there's a better strike once again. Full barrage, damage is coming on. I am offended is taking down also. In the meantime, Destroyer is also taken down by the hand. Lich.
Yeah, anyways, they are still trying to force out the mid lane in Heave, but lots of minions have already been cleared out by DEFAME, so yeah, they are backing up right now. No more desperation to take down the inhibitor turret of Static Lips. Will they force out from maybe another wave of minion, but maybe no, they are backing off. They might want to face the minion, but the goal difference isn't that much, and I don't think okay, that will matter much for Team DEFAME. 5,000 worth of gold lead, I don't think that's too much to cover up. And yeah, obviously, from their positioning, they still seem very confident with their lineup with the difference of 5,000 gold. Yamazaki is trying to pick off someone from Sad Eclipse, if possible, Ruhan, obviously, because he is the main damage dealer from the side of Sad Eclipse.
The whole team of DEFAME, they're just getting quite reliable on Lichuan Vaka because he's the only one, the one-man army of the team who is not only getting some damage for his team, but also trying hard to lead the team in the because I know I was quite confident enough whenever he just got picked up Ixia. Like with the minimal power spike that Ixia has in the late game, that Ixia made in the late game, it is totally unbearable. Like if you could manage to hit like 50 plus stacks with the Sky Piercer and the range, like if we just go for the Malefic Gun, which will increase her range, so Caddy will get no chance against Ixia. So this is the plus point for them. Even Arashi is also doing very fine, like 2 kills in a row, still seeing one single death. So, the whole team could get reliable on Arashi and Litu. So once again, there will be Feather Strike. But Cypher didn't hesitate to take the Lord. And the full barrage is coming on. And okay, so Cypher might be in trouble. But in the meantime, they just forced Litu to go back. And Lee is just giving a hell of a chase. Void Crystal, Void Blast is coming on. Too much to take for him. Like, he couldn't be that much effective against the 4 players, or maybe 5 players. Like, Litu can do that very well, but like, still he's a marksman. Like, he must has to stand out somewhere and cast his full barrage. If he just managed to get locked by someone like, Schiffer with the Daytona's welcome, or maybe Sir Demon Flex's fist crack, he's doomed. The one last hope will get done. So yeah, so there's a reason why he's just playing so safe that I'm watching his every single step, like the way he just, initiating his full barrage and the canceling moment, it was like so much calculated.
Oh, Toronto Queen once again towards the back lane. Arasi Lone HP will be able to survive, but Litu and Vaka will fall there. Okay, Suzuki with low HP, with the electrifying base, he managed to
No.
survive that situation, but the Lord is still with more than half of the HP. Arasi and 2 of the players is still trying to defend the base from the side of Sad Eclipse, but they won't be able to, as Sad Eclipse will be taking down the base of DEFAME, and that's the second victory for the Sad Eclipse.
Congratulations to Shadow Eclipse for getting down the second victory, and it was we got our third place winner, and that is your Shadow Eclipse, which is also from Bangladesh.
No, it's no. We are still yet to decide that, because this is best of 5 series,
Oh, I see.
Walker.
Sorry, never mind. It was a best
They
of
still
5.
need one more game to
Oh,
secure the
okay.
third place.
Okay, that was my bad. I thought it will be a best of 3 games, so never mind. That was a very good gameplay, and still, it was a 2 victories in a row. If there is one more victory comes out from the side, then it will be all done for them. I mean, the defense side, it was a hell of a good gameplay.
Yeah, that was indeed a very good game. The way the team Defame are taking their lineup, that's unpredictable. They are mixing up too many things on their lineup. Like there are some players, some picks with the pick of comps, some picks with team fight composition, some picks with slow, and yeah, it is more like the Zalmari, Zalmari.